Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and click the bell icon to stay notified of more epic Gamefront content.
Hello everybody, welcome to 30 Minutes with Watch Dogs Legion. I just thought I'd do a quick 30 minutes on this just because I love Watch Dogs games, and yeah, it's only just been released, it's just downloaded, it's ready to go, so I thought we'd take a look at the first 30 minutes together, just get my impressions of it. I was a big fan of Watch Dogs and Watch Dogs 2, so it seemed like a bit rude not to just do a bit of a live stream on it on launch day, I suppose. Hello Saints928, what's everyone dressing up for Halloween? I'm dressing up as COVID-19, which means I'm just dressing up as myself, but looking very ill, which I usually am. Yeah, I don't know about Halloween this year, to be honest. Anyway, let's take a look at the first 30 minutes of this.
What a town! History around every corner, and a tourist photographing it. Pubs serving up a pint and a smile. All that music, theatre and art. And multiculturalism. And the world's oldest underground, the Tube. The class of cities, really.
I do like the Tube.
Stuff. Only took 12,000 years to build it up, and one night to tear it all down.
Well, those are some Boris bosses there, and holographic representations of Queen Victoria, for reasons that I don't fully understand, but there you go. This is a very James Bond opening, isn't it? Was it Tomorrow Never Dies? Oh, yeah, I think it was Tomorrow Never Dies, when he was on the boat. Oh, is it The World Is Not Enough? Answers in the comments, please.
Perimeter security's down, but plenty of your flying friends about.
And his name's Dalton as well, because that's not a reference to one of the Bonds, is it? Timothy Dalton? Anyway.
Dalton, no time to waste.
Yes, ma'am.
It's my 2-bit rent-a-bond. Ubisoft presents.
I'm in. Any idea what we're up against, Bagley?
If you hadn't brushed off, I might. Ever consider leaving these security threats to the authorities?
That's rich, Bagley. The government would sooner arrest us for trying to help than actually do something useful.
We'll have to sort this one on our own.
Carefully, Dalton.
Bagley, are you detecting a little worry in Sabine's voice?
Brilliant. Asking the computer about feelings. This explains so much.
Shut it, you two, and get to work.
Well, she seems friendly. Right, well, we seem to be in some kind of tunnel. I need to just get my bearings here, but I'm guessing it's the usual Watch Dogs affair, so... Yeah, B to crouch, distract, lovely, so we sneak up on him. Take down. Very nice.
That hurt you more than it hurt me.
Getting cover. I've recently played Watch Dogs 2, and I can't remember if the controls are the same or not. They're feeling a little unfamiliar to me, but I've been playing a lot of other games, and you know how it is. But I'll get used to it quickly enough, no doubt. So, for anyone who's never played any of the Watch Dogs games before, they're kind of very much stealth and hack the world kind of simulators. You can approach missions in different ways, so you don't have to hack. You can do other things, such as you can go in all guns blazing, melee, combat, whatever you want to do really, but the optimum approach is to go in stealth. So I'm going to try and do that, but it's often easier said than done, so it might not work. I don't even know where I'm going. Am I going over here? I'm guessing so. There we go. Where are we? This doesn't look like London, to be honest. This looks like something out of a Batman game. Not quite. I think we're in the Houses of Parliament, actually. That would be pretty fun. I'll be in a locked door. Yeah, so closed circuit terminals, cool. How do I actually do it though? Right, it's over there. So this is a bit like Watch Dogs 2, where basically you've got to go and... oh, crap, wrong button. I keep thinking B is takedown, it's not his X. And now I've got myself into a bit of a fight, Mortal Kombat style. Never mind. Bye bye, good night. Thanks for coming. Climb. Right, yeah, so basically terminals that are like CTOS terminals that we've got to go and hack. Crap, I'm not being very stealthy here. The good thing about this game is on Watch Dogs and Watch Dogs 2, if you got caught, they'd basically shoot on sight, whereas on this game, if you don't pull a gun on them, they won't pull a gun on you. So actually, arguably this game is more of a melee combat game if you want it to be, as opposed to just being a straight up stealth game. Because when they started shooting at you in Watch Dogs 2, you did have a gun and you could shoot back, but if we're being honest with each other, you know, like they put 1 or 2 bullets in you and you're dead, basically, so it wasn't really the way to play.
What? How did they get their hands on it?
I don't know. But someone wants to make it look like DedSec was here.
Shit. You need to
Hello,
proceed with
I am
extreme
Sean
caution,
Connery.
Dalton.
Sean Connery is Scottish. What am I doing? Anyway, moving on.
Who are these men in black anyway?
Nothing identifying. I suspect that's...
Sounds a bit like Sean Bean, actually. He was in a Bond film, but anyway. The Men in Black are Albion, my friend. And they're kind of like the... from what I've read on all the blurb and stuff, they're kind of like totalitarian police who've kind of taken over the country, or at least London. Not sure exactly. I'm going to try and be more stealthy now, because I kind of went in on a bit ham-fisted there, when I probably should have just
Jesus.
took my time.
Bagley, is that...
RDX nitrogen. Enough to level Parliament.
Can you locate a detonator, Bagley?
So, one thing to do in this is just use security cameras just to sort of get the lay of the land and see what people are up to.
Yeah, that fits the bill. On my way.
So that's what we'll do. The controls are different because left bumper is hijack or hacking cameras, and that is not what it used to be. Now you see, I've just tripped a trap there, which has electrocuted him, so that's one guy out of the way, which is handy. But yeah, the control scheme has changed. I'm not sure if I'm keen on that, but again, I'll get used to it. It changed between 1 and 2, to be fair, so it's not entirely surprising. So what we can do is, there's 2 of them left, we can sneak around, try not to get seen. Probably wait till one of them has moved somewhere else. Distract. Oh, take down. Good night, thanks for coming. Right, last one to do. Oh, I can't actually hack that person, so we'll just sneak up on them from behind and knock them out.
These pricks are going to blow up Parliament and hang it on us.
Yeah, so they're going to blow up Parliament, so this is just Guy Fawkes all over again, isn't it, really? 10 out of 10 for inspiration. Oh, it'd be great if we can go into the actual chamber of the House of Commons and we just have John Bercow there going, order! Order! I don't see it happening, but it'd be great. There we go, House of Commons. Hey! Order! Where is everyone? Why is there no one here? Why am I just allowed to roam around here on my own? Oh, I'm having a look around here. This is cool. There's a lot of traps in the Houses of Parliament. It's a shame Boris Johnson doesn't walk into one of these days. But anyway, moving on. Politics aside, I try not to do politics. But anyway, too good of an opportunity to miss. Yeah, I like it. I like it very much. Here he is. Big JB. Oh, there's someone else doing it now. I forget his name, but anyway. Order! Fantastic. Right, enough of that. Moving on. Oh, where am I going, actually? Yes, because we leave explosive briefcases on the dispatch boxes of the House of Commons. Game runs like crap with your 3080. That's weird. I'm running this on a 1070 and it seems okay. But yeah, my 3080 is still being manufactured by Asus, who have decided not to, or to take their sweet old jolly time about it. But anyway, what settings are you running on your 3080 for it to run like crap? Fever 309, let me know. Always curious.
Be quick about it.
I don't think this is 60 FPS to be fair, but it seems okay for the minute.
I'm in. And the bombs have just armed themselves. Well, that may complicate matters.
The bombs have armed themselves, that's good.
Can you defuse them or not? Of course I can, but I might also trip another failsafe and vaporize you, so fair warning.
Expect this to draw some attention your way, Dalton.
Oh, I'm counting on it.
Company at our back door. Dalton, we've got some heat here at HQ.
How long is this going to take, Bagley?
Depends how often you interrupt me with questions.
So Bagley, if I recall, is like the AI character who sort of guides every... Because basically in this game there's no main character, so like you had, you know, Marcus in Watch Dogs 2, and you had Aiden Pierce in Watch Dogs 1, and in this you don't really play as anyone, you just kind of play as everyone in a weird way. Like you can recruit any NPC that you see on the street and you can use them as your main character and swap and change. So Bagley's like an AI character, which I suppose is there to ground the story and all that stuff, but yeah, interesting. Right, what am I doing? Survive the ambush. Oh, I've got to shoot. Headshot. Head shooties. No, I'm getting torn up here. Hang on. This is why I don't like gunplay in. This is why I don't like gunplay in Watch Dogs games. You just get rinsed quickly. Max settings: DLSS 1440p. Get 50-60 FPS. It's not bad for RTX on, to be fair. I mean, you at that kind of resolution. I mean, you're never going to get 4K, like 120 FPS out of it or anything. But you might be, you might want to check if what CPU have you got, by the way. Might be a CPU bottleneck, but anyway. Because I've got a Ryzen 3900X, so. And it seems to be running relatively okay for me. I really don't mind getting into gunfights on these games, but anyway, seem to have survived it somehow. God, how many of them are there? Come on. Oh, I've got to stay in the room. I've got to stay in the room while we defuse the bomb, apparently.
Problem, Dalton. I need your physical appendages now.
What's wrong?
There are 3 slots on the left. One of them is
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I'll do some testing with it when I get my when my 3800, my 3080 Strix arrives at some point in 2023, and then I'll do some benchmarks. But for what I'm doing with it on the TV, it seems to be running all right.
bombs defused. See, that wasn't so bad, was it?
Bagley, you bastard. You nearly gave me a bloody heart attack then. Whoa, what the fuck am I looking at?
It appears Parliament is not the only target. More bombs are going live as we speak.
I didn't set a 30-minute timer for this, so it might go over 30 minutes. And if it does, then you know, fair enough, I guess.
There isn't any time.
I've only restricted it to 30 minutes because I don't want to get too far into it without and sort of spoil it for myself, because I'd rather just play it on my own, if that makes sense. I know that sounds a bit rude, but you know, I'm not really following the story properly when I'm chatting away. So, although as far as I can tell, the story so far is just cheap, 2-bit James Bond comes in and stops the Houses of Parliament from getting blown up for reasons. Anyway, reach the rooftop.
Sabine, what's going on?
We're being raided. It's a bloodbath. Her protocol is to wipe everything.
This is the main lobby, innit? I know this place. Through these doors would be the House of Lords, but clearly we can't go in there.
If they
Can we
get
not?
him, they get
Or can we? I don't know.
names, ops, locations.
Nope. No House of
Okay,
Lords for you
I'll do it the
today. Where are we
old-fashioned
going?
way. Wipe him.
Yes, wipe me.
Do it, Sabine, and get the hell out of there.
Fuck. Okay, Bagley's down.
Refill ammo, that seems useful.
Dalton, if this goes.
I feel like I've got to get through this door, but it needs a key.
I'll see you at the rally point. I promise.
Good luck.
Why do I need to go on the roof? I'm so confused. Oh, there we go. Do we need to... Yes. Downloading my keycard key thing. Yeah, I don't know if this will last exactly 30 minutes, but we'll get as far as wandering around the city for at least for a few minutes, and then we'll call it a day if it's been more than 30 minutes, because I don't want to not show you that, but at the same time I do want it to be just a look at the very first portion of the game. Buy a PS5 or build an 80k PC. What if you've got £80,000 to spend on a PC? Build a PC. Either that or just buy enough PS5s to flood the market. I mean, you know, make some money. It's just a bad time to build a PC at the moment. I mean, because you just can't get any of the parts, because God knows you'll be waiting months and months for a 30 series of any kind. I don't know what it'll be like when Ryzen comes out, but Ryzen looks not Ryzen. The new Radeon 3800X or whatever. That looks like a good option, but you know that doesn't come out till November, and I don't know if that's going to have the same issues or not. You know, when it comes to availability and stuff like that, only time will tell, I suppose. But anyway. Hacking a satellite dish. Because the most reliable way to set off a bomb is via satellites. Apparently. I think I'm more looking forward to the DLC in this, you know, because apparently Aiden Pearce is in it, and Wrench from Watch Dogs 2, and I love Wrench. Anyone who knows me knows I love Wrench. But any Watch Dogs is good Watch Dogs, so it's all cool. Hologram. Good question.
I think you're here to save London. I'm afraid that's not going to happen. You're here to help
Zero
us with
day.
some important work.
Important work. Killing thousands of...
Exactly.
PS5 or 3070? I don't know, that's a good question. Wait for the benchmarks on the 3070, because I think they're coming any day now, if they're not out already.
It's not much fun. But destruction is always the
It depends what you want to do. I mean, I'd probably say 3070 because, you know, you get some advantages with PC gaming, you know, mods and stuff like that. If you're that kind of user and you're comfortable like tinkering with things and you like doing what you do, then, you know, definitely get a PC.
It's time for a hard reset.
But, you know, if you just like to kick back in the living room and play some games on your TV, then just get a PlayStation. So it's up to you, really. It depends what you want. Different strokes for different folks.
A series of explosions devastated 3 sites in London. Authorities are asking residents to remain in their homes as the situation continues to develop. We have received no official casualty total, but it is expected.
Mourners gathered for a series of candlelight vigils that brought closure to thousands of families and indeed to an entire city.
No, you won't get 8K gaming out of a 3070. No, you're going to want at least a 3090 for that.
Cass, CEO of private military company Albion, received a mandate to secure London. Cass has vowed...
Hello, Jamidoo. Welcome. Welcome.
Albion used cutting-edge artificial intelligence systems and autonomous drones to capture the remaining members of DedSec. A stark warning to would-be insurgents.
Posting record profits due to increased efficiencies in production and distribution. distribution, enabled by the use of technologies initially developed and approved for security purposes.
The 3070 is like a good card for 1440p gaming. So if you've got a 1440p monitor, then the 3070 is probably a good option. But yeah, if you're looking at 4K, you want at least a 3080. If you're talking 8K, which I don't think many people are, because I mean, you know, who's got an 8K monitor apart from you, clearly. You know, you're just going to have to spend the money, I'm afraid.
Reports of rioting in Trafalgar Square have been greatly exaggerated, possibly by foreign meddlers pushing a false narrative through social media. Albion is in complete control of
Public about the circulation of fake news, conspiracy theories persisting in dark corners of
Where are you, DedSec?
terrorist group DedSec were framed for the bombings have been roundly rejected. Our own reporters could not find a single Londoner willing to
DedSec was so much fun in Watch Dogs 2. Like all those characters were great. I hope this game has the same kind of sense of humor. Like like the actual like hacking stuff's like really cheap Hollywood movie kind of, like it's not at all realistic, but you know, when the characters are just kind of being stupid and stuff, it's kind of you kind of forgive it. So yeah, I hope this has got that same wild sense of humor. The first game was kind of took itself very seriously, which was a bit yeah. Oh, where are we?
I'm Claire Waters.
Robots.
Discussing the hacktivist, now alleged terrorist group, DedSec, on this week's Buccaneer Radio. I have Colin calling in.
Oh.
Colin, what's your
I can control the spider. Lovely. That's not at all scary in every single way. I think I'm getting more than 60 FPS here because I'm getting screen tearing on this TV I'm playing on, but anyway. And it looks very nice.
You have to look at their history of non-violent action. Albion's put more civilians in the hospital in the past few months than DedSec ever has. I smell a scapegoat. Now I have Emily calling in. Emily, what's your take?
You're absolutely right, Claire.
Am I a millionaire? No.
Because they want to make it seem like they have this under control.
Gamefront costs a lot of money to run. Gamefront is a download website, so if you go to gamefront.com, it's a mod download and hosting website. It loses money, and the channel was dead for years, and we don't get the views we used to or anything. So no, I'm definitely not a millionaire.
In our own backyard. Do you find DedSec more frightening than the different gangs in London, like Clan Kelly? Clan Kelly might set your shop on fire and maybe they'd kill you, but even they wouldn't try to blow up all of Parliament. Next,
Yeah, I'm not following the dialogue here, so I'm just going to try and get through this. So I'm guessing we just need to hack the 3 points using my super not scary spider bots. There's only one reason to build a robot like a spider, and although apparently I think the military do like doing that kind of thing because they're quite reliable, and you know, if one of the legs gets blown up by an IED, the other, you know, 7 can keep going and all that stuff. But realistically, the only reason you would build a robot to look like a spider is to scare the shit out of people. That's the only reason to do it.
And what do you suggest we do, Crypto King? Go underground.
Bro, which job do I do? Well, my job, well, I'm editor-in-chief of Gamefront.com. And I'm also a growth and support specialist at mod.io, which is our sister site, which is an API for game developers to, you know, do gaming things with mods. So you can go check it out if you care. Select my first operative. Who should we pick? Eiley Popper, a plumber, ghostwriter, entertainer, stock photo model, Bertha Hall, podcaster, don't think so, a counterfeiter seems useful. I like Dan McCarthy, he looks fun. Serial entrepreneur, nope. 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 Network architects, could that be useful? You know what, I like this guy. Let's go with Dan McCarthy. Loading screen, this is the loading screen. Alright, cool. I think we're probably getting somewhere around the 30-minute mark, so I'll have a quick wander around London and just take a quick look at it, and then yeah, we'll probably call it a day. We are going to do more Watch Dogs Legion, so the plan is for me and James to do a series where I basically try and guide James through Watch Dogs Legion, since I'm quite good at Watch Dogs games and James has never played a Watch Dogs game in his life. I'm going to have to turn VSync on because that is disgusting. Oh my goodness, 1 second. VSync, normal, apply. Cool. How can I change the camera? There we go. Who's chasing after me? What? I really don't want you to be auto drive. What does that do? It drives itself, that's useful. Alright, yes. Well, it definitely looks like London, so I can give it that much. Although the police are after me for reasons. The camera is just stuck in one position, that is so weird. What have I done to the camera? I'm so confused. I've pushed buttons here and I don't like it. Like, I really want to I really want to have like the camera just stick behind the car. Like, why would I drive like this? Like, I'm not touching anything here. The camera's just facing the way it faces. And the car's going whichever way it's going. That can't be right. What have I pressed? There we go. I think I fixed it. Why is that an option? That's just... Anyway. Alright, cool. Let's have a drive about. Let's get rid of the cops first, because they seem to be hot on my tail, as it were. Doesn't look like there's a change of camera view in this version of the game. Like on the other ones you could do like bonnet cam and stuff. So that's kind of disappointing, because I like the old first person camera when I'm driving, but that's fine. It's all good. I don't know why, but I've turned VSync on and the tearing has stopped, but now it just seems to look a bit kind of choppy and There is probably as well, and this probably applies to everyone else who's got performance issues, there's probably going to be an optimised driver on the way, or probably already is, and I probably, like last time, should have downloaded it before I played the game. But, you know, you live and learn. Camden, right, we're in Camden. I know Camden, kind of. That bridge is a thing, with the lights under it. The RGB underneath it makes the trains go faster, you see. I didn't think about radio stations, so hopefully there isn't any. Let's oh, sorry, hopefully there isn't any music which will get me copyright striked. Right, we probably want to find somewhere you know, touristy, just to show off. So let's head this way, since that seems close to the river. And if I can find the river, then I can find my way around a little bit, because, you know, I know London somewhat well. You know, you got Large Ben, the Houses of Parliament, Buckingham Palace, Large Wheel, the Millennium Wheel. The O2 Dome, Millennium Dome, all that good stuff. Madame Two Swords.
Making use of that slave labor. Fascism often works with corporations, and it's doing the same now. That's the way in which they track what you do.
It really does feel a lot like London. I do like that. This is fun.
Charles is an expert in the dark arts of surveillance who worked to set up democratic media in post-communist states.
Here we go.
How did it go so
This looks familiar. Is this Trafalgar Square, I think? You get an awful lot of pigeons around here. Should we see? Let's see if there's any pigeons about.
There's a lot of concentration on data.
Why can't I get out of the car?
And manipulated, and what we haven't looked at
Auto
is
drive
power
now enabled.
structures and the profit that
Ah, you got to hold Y to get out of the car. That's weird, but fair enough. Illegal acts will be prosecuted. Fair enough. Yeah, I think the pigeons have probably been scared off by the smoke bombs. It's all a bit strange. This game, Watch Dogs Legion, seems like a lot more dystopian than the previous two. Like, the previous two weren't great, but this seems to be very much like, you know, oppression versus the uprising kind of deal. It's all got a bit out of hand. But yeah, so you know, this is it. Big Nelson's column there in the middle, with old Lord Nelson on top, I think. Bit of a water fountain. Very good. Oh, should we go on the underground? Can you actually ride on the underground? That'd be fun. Okay. The underground's more of a fast travelling thing rather than actually riding on the underground, which makes sense. So fair enough. How do I fast travel there? Do I actually have to visit that station above ground before I can... Oh, that's stupid. That's dumb. But I suppose letting me fast travel everywhere at the beginning would be a bit strange. But that's not how the underground works, people. I should be able to go anywhere I want. Right, you. I want your car, please. Thank you. Off you pop. Cheers. Lovely. Do a nice U-point, 2.3, U-turn. Do a nice U-turn there. Off we go. Ah, here we go. Yeah, I know where we are. So this is Big Ben and all that over here, innit? Larger Ben. War Memorial in the middle of the road there. I always felt that was an unsafe place to put any kind of visitor attraction, but you know. Alright, cool. Where's that bridge that we always go to with the London Eye, the wheel on the other side? Guessing it's more around this way. Yeah, I'm not going to do any more missions or anything just because I'll leave that for people who want to play the game. But like I say, this is just to sort of do the first 30 minutes, look at the intro, and now I'm just exploring around a bit just because it'd be rude not to. But I'm going to wrap this up in a minute. But yeah, I like it. The performance was alright before I turned VSync on, so I'm not sure what that's all about. But like I say, I'm sure there'll be some drivers and stuff coming along any day now. Out the car we go. Yeah, so it's a bit weird because I'm very familiar with this place. I've been here before. I've got a photograph somewhere of this column thing, which is covered in stickers and padlocks and stuff. So that's a bit inaccurate, but yeah, you got this place here, which is actually a boat jetty, and for some reason is a fishing place here, but it is like this, so you can go down here and get on like a riverboat and stuff. So that's, you know, it's pretty realistic, pretty accurate. The actual London Eye is over there. Doesn't have the big Albion adverts on it, but you know, it is accurate. And I think there's an entrance to the tube down here somewhere, although I can't see it. Oh, you got yeah, this is pretty cool. I'm sure New Scotland Yard's over here as well. So, you know, the big rotating sign of crime. Is that? I'm sure that's over here. Ooh. It's an alarm. Ignore that. How do you sprint? Right trigger. Of course it is. Good. Where's New Scotland Yard? I'm sure you're around here somewhere. Unless I am mistaken. Ah, there we go. Here it is. Although naturally it's got protesters outside it. Ah, the Metropolitan Police. That is a real thing. There it is, the rotating sign of crime. So whenever there's like a major crime, especially in London or the south, you'll just get news reporters just stood outside this sign, just like this, just going, there was a murder today in Clapham. The police don't know who did it. That kind of dealio. So there you go. Cool, fun. I like it. Yeah, I will look into the performance stuff. I'm going to do a review on the website, so you know, I'll give it a few days just to give it a proper review, and I'll look into the performance and stuff. Hopefully, like I say, it gets sorted out with a driver update. Yeah, but that's Watch Dogs Legion. Well, the first 30 minutes with Watch Dogs. That is a fun boat. I want that boat, please. Boat. Military boat. To be fair, I'm not going to steal that because, if we're being honest, I'll probably end up getting shot. Right. I should probably wrap this up, but I'm having too much fun. Can I drive this boat? Let me drive the boat. Let me drive the boat. Let me drive the boat. Nope, can't drive the boat. That is a tragedy. Can I drive that boat? I don't know why I think a boat is a good way to see the city, you know? Like you avoid the hustle and bustle of the metropolis. Yes, I believe there is a music player. I'm kind of not looking into the music player business at the moment, purely because I don't want to get copyright striked. How am I enjoying the game? It's basically, it seems like the same kind of thing as the others, but it feels a bit more dystopian, like in its setting. So I'm not sure just yet, because obviously we're quite close to the beginning of the game. But I'd have to. In terms of the gameplay, it seems basically the same, but the buttons have been remapped a little bit, which is just kind of annoying. So anyway, I'll get used to that though. That's not a big deal. Run away, run away, run away. Yeah, so there's Millennium Bridge. This bridge is a railway station for some reason. This is a big red bridge. I'll just show you all the bridges. See, look, I told you the river was a good way to see the place. So you got the Shard over there, which is a real place. It's fun. This is Tower Bridge, and the Tower of London over here on the left, and this other building that I like to call the Walkie Talkie. I stayed around here in a hotel. It was good. Tower of London. So yeah, this is all fun. And then further down the river this way, although I don't know how long it'll take to get there, is you know, the Millennium Dome. You got the Cutty Sark coming up on the right at some stage. And yes, just screaming police boats who are just really not happy with my presence. What have I done? Have I gone out of bounds? I've gone out of bounds. Right, we'll call that a day because that's annoyed me. But yeah, Watch Dogs Legion seems to be like more of the same, but a bit more advanced. And you know, I'm going to have to get to grips with it properly, really. But yeah, it's really good. Just stay tuned for our playthrough with James, where I try and teach James how to play a Watch Dogs game, which I think is going to probably either drive me to drink or kill me. But you know, it'll be fun. And yeah, we'll have a review over on Gamefront.com in the coming days. So thanks very much for tuning in. I'll catch you all later. Ta-da!